What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Dominic Peterson, host of the Duck Zone 503 podcast, where we talk all things Oregon football. Whether it's your first time viewing, long time viewing, kindly ask that you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Really helps with the algorithm, but most importantly, telling your friends and family about the podcast is what really helps grow this podcast the fastest. So today we're sitting down with a big time guest on the podcast. It's a get to know series. I got an Oregon signee here. I got 2023 3-star offensive tackle, Oregon Ducks commit, Gernorris Wilson in the building. How you doing, man?
Yeah, how you doing, boss?
Man, really good. Really appreciate you spending time to come on. You're an early signee, early enrollee here, already on campus. Man, really glad to hear that. Just got informed of that on the pod before we sat down. So, man, real excited to have you on and get to talk how your recruitment process went down and stuff like that. So maybe for some fans that don't really know you yet, Gernorris Wilson is standing 6'5", 285 pounds. That's according to 247 Sports. I don't know if we have an update. Is that still where you're around?
Yeah.
Okay, 6'5", 285 pounds, coming out of Lakeland High School out there in Lakeland, Florida. He announced his commitment to Oregon on November 23rd, 2022. 247 Sports Composite has him ranked as the number 35 interior offensive lineman in the 2023 class, number 79 player in Florida, and number 449 player nationally. Big time commit. Oregon's bringing in this class as a top 500 player in the nationally top 40 player in his position. So let's just start out this interview kind of talking about yourself a little bit. Where'd you grow up at? Where was your hometown? And, how do you think that shaped you into the man you are today?
I grew up in Winter Haven, Florida. My town, there's not really a lot of people that make it out and do big things. So, they definitely, my whole town was behind me doing good and making it out and just going somewhere different. So, yeah, I think they kind of helped me get to where I'm at today.
100%. Yeah, man. And being from a small town, having that backing is great. Coming from, Florida to Oregon, that's a big time move. What kind of, put your trust into landing enough to, make that move just off the bat? I mean, that's huge.
Yeah. It was just a great culture. It was just a really, it's something you can really believe in. Like, I really believe we're gonna get us Natty before our class is done with
Oh man. Yeah,
this
that'd be
this
great.
time, man.
100%. That'd be awesome, man. And speaking about the game of football, what age did you probably, start playing the game? Did you start out early or were you a late bloomer?
Yeah, I started, but then I stopped. And then so I started at probably like 5'4" with flat. Then I stopped. But when like fifth grade I picked it back up and I haven't stopped since.
Oh, okay, okay. So a little bit of time off there, but really, man, that's still early, man. Really
Yeah.
getting into it early, perfecting your skill. That's awesome. I always ask this. This is a fun one to ask. Do you have maybe a favorite sports hero? Any sport?
Probably Trent Williams.
Okay, yeah. Why would you pick him as maybe your sports hero? Why was that?
It's just the way he moves and the way he acts on and off the field is just really inspirational.
100%. Yeah, man. And what's 3 reasons maybe you like playing the game of football itself?
Yeah. 3 reasons. Like, can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, I was just asking, maybe what's 3 reasons that you like playing the game of football?
Getting football. We definitely got to be tough. I like going to hit somebody in the mouth,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah, definitely like doing that. It also the bond it builds with like your friends and family. Like it definitely builds a bond with other people you haven't like. It's a chance of getting to meet people you haven't known. It's a really good experience.
100%. Yeah, building those bonds, building that toughness, that character. Love it, man. The game of football is a great way to build connections as well. Um, you know, playing those big games, especially in Florida. I mean, you're playing against a whole bunch of talent out there. Do you have any maybe like favorite songs you like to listen to? What's maybe your music taste before a game?
Anything hip hop is gonna get me turned.
Hmm.
Likely Little Baby.
Okay, love it. Yeah, Little Baby, man. That's one of my personal favorites as well, especially when you're trying to get motivated in the zone. I love it. What are some areas that you maybe feel real confident in your game coming in?
I think I like to say I'm very athletic for my size. I believe in my athleticism. I think that really peers out about me.
Okay. This is one I always like to ask. What one word best describes you?
a hellbringer.
Okay, yeah, that's a new one. That's a new one. I like that one. Probably expand on that a little bit for me. Why you choose that word right there?
You don't get everything I got every play. They don't let it know.
Okay, 100%. Love it. Love it. And playing in Florida, playing those big time games, you're gonna come here to Oregon and playing some huge games. What do you do maybe to calm those butterflies? What's some advice you can give?
Just don't think about it. Just go out and do.
100%, man. Just do it. Just like Nike, Phil Knight. Just just do it. 100%.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have maybe some future Oregon teammates watch this interview. Who knows, right? What qualities do you think makes a good team captain?
Good team. I think definitely got to be toughness. Even pushing when everybody's tired, you just pushing through, keeping everybody motivated. And so that's definitely a factor. And just leading by example. That's definitely a big one. Just do what you do.
100%, man. You probably know what makes a good team captain because you picked up the game young, just like you said, playing, real early. I know you took a little break, but you picked up right there at fifth grade, haven't looked back since. I mean, it's been great for you. What age did you probably know that you were really elite at football and probably passing your peers up in talent level?
Definitely as soon as I got it passed,
Oh,
that's when
yeah?
I knew. Yeah, it was
Tackle
different.
football.
Yeah.
Okay, 100%. Yeah, have you always been much bigger than bit much bigger than your peers in playing the lineman position, or did you ever play other positions?
Yeah, I actually used to play running back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
That
was used to be
explains your athleticism a little bit there too. Yeah.
yeah, like middle school is when I switched to O line. So yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, let's switch gears here a little bit. Talk about some Oregon football and your recruiting process. We got to know a little bit about your background, where you're from, and stuff like that. Just off the top, what are you most excited about for next season?
I'm definitely excited to see well all the incoming freshmen. I definitely see how we all perform together. So that's one thing I'm definitely looking forward to. Is everybody getting here? We all work. Really just the work. I just want to see how everything plans out, honestly. For the
Uh,
season.
100%. Yeah, man. And like you said, you kind of explained this earlier. Dan Lanning, big time coach. You put some trust into him. You said there's enough energy that you feel there's going to be a national championship coming to Oregon here in the near future. What really makes you say that? You met this dude across the country in Dan Lanning. Did you have a relationship prior to meeting him before Oregon, or how did that start out? Let me just start there, I guess.
No, sir. I didn't have a relationship when he was at Georgia. I had finally met him when I came here. It was really good vibes, honestly. It was just it's like, I'll put it, the way he speaks, the charisma, I think that's a good word. Charisma.
Uh,
The charisma he speaks with is just, I believe, I think we can do it.
yeah, 100%. And but you're from Florida, right? Lakeland, Florida, and you got other schools like many other schools on your list that's offering you. I mean, what really brings it in for you with Dan Lanning? I mean, that's thousands of miles away. I mean, there's plenty of other schools that would probably give you good vibes. What's the difference with Oregon?
It's just the dedication he brings, the energy he brings when he speaks to you is just,
Mhm.
it's different.
Puts that motivation in you. I love it, man. Any other guys, big class here, like you said, you're excited to play with the freshmen. Any other guys on the team? It doesn't even have to be in this recruiting class that you're kind of, closer with, maybe starting to develop a real friendship with.
Really all the we all, as we all came in, I'm cool with all the recruiting guys. So
Okay.
uh, my whole class is cool so far.
Yeah.
I like everybody.
100%, man. Anybody in specific that you're really excited to get on the field and play with? I know you're like really close with some people, but like who specifically are you really
Yeah,
getting the pads with?
I'm ready to me and Poncho hop on the line together.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Love it. Yeah, Notorious Poncho. Love it. 100%. So we talked, a good deal about your game, what you're pretty good at, what you're confident at. What's one thing you maybe feel like you need to work on coming in?
Definitely, I want to say probably getting stronger with like bigger linemen. But I feel like my aggressiveness makes up for it either way, so it doesn't really matter. But
Okay.
I
100%.
definitely want to just throw people around. I know I can't do that no more, but I'm gonna definitely try.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're getting bigger, faster, stronger at this level. But I mean, just keep working. I'm sure we'll see it. We'll see it. The Oregon football schedule just came out for next year a couple weeks ago. Any opponents in specific that you're really looking forward to playing with or playing against next year?
Definitely Utah and Colorado because my old teammates are on there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
100%. Always good to see your old friends. How was your recruiting process, with Oregon? Who first reached out to you? And then, how were your visits? What were real key moments during your visits probably, and explain some of that.
It actually started a long time ago with the old coaching staff, but then
Oh, really?
it
Okay.
yeah, it kind of died. It died off for a long, long time, and then towards the end of my senior season, they I picked it up as well with a whole new coaching staff. So I guess they re-offered me again, and then ever since then, it's just been there.
Okay, nice. 100%. And what other schools were probably in that recruitment process before you committed to Oregon?
It was actually Auburn. I was actually committed to Auburn, so yeah, and I decommitted, and then I went to Oregon. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Okay, yeah, we'll expand on that maybe a little bit. You don't have to if you don't want to, but what was the main
yeah.
motivation behind that?
When coach, I can't remember when the coach had got fired. It
Okay.
was just everybody was leaving. Like with me being an early enrollee, it was kind of like hard to pick. Go in not knowing who my coach is or like just going. So I just said, nah, I'm gonna just let that be.
Yeah, 100%. I understand. Yeah, you gotta commit to a coach that's there, right?
Right.
Big time freshman coming in. What's some goals you have in specific for this year?
I definitely want to get on the field as much as I can. Just make as many plays as I can with as much chances as I get. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
100%. And overall for your career, what's some goals that you got? What do you want to have accomplished when you're all done being a Duck?
When I'm all done, I want to definitely want to be one of the guys to look up to and be like, do it how this guy did it, like how most guys go to school. Like I look up to school, he did it, so I believe I can too.
100%, man. Yeah, major play here at Oregon at that position. It's been great to watch, and can't wait to see what you do on the field. Really appreciate you taking the time and explaining who you are and explaining your goals for the next season and how your recruitment process went down. This is 2023 three-star offensive tackle Oregon Ducks signee Gernorris Wilson. Really appreciate you. Do you want to shout out any of your social media accounts so Oregon fans can go follow you?
But yeah, follow me on Instagram at Norris LOLs with a Z.
Boom. There you go, guys. Go hit that follow button. Really appreciate you guys. I'm your host, Dominic Peterson. This is the host of the Duck Zone 503 podcast. Kindly ask that you hit that like and subscribe button once again. Tell your friends and family about the podcast. As always, guys, I'll see you in the next podcast. Go Ducks.